Welcome back to EdFest Live. I'm Mark Dolan, and this show is with you every day of the festival. That's the first time it's happened. We hope you're enjoying it. If you want to catch up on episodes, we're on YouTube. We've got a brilliant, brilliant part now. We're going to be welcoming three amazing comedians. We've got Phil Nichol, Tom Ward, and Tamar Broadbent. But first, we're going to kick off with comedy and magic. This guy is a double threat. Please welcome Ben Hanlin.
You ready for some miracles? Yeah! Correct answer. Right, let's look out into the audience. I need somebody. So many options. Let's use this guy in the white shirt. Can you come join me up on stage? Give him a round of applause. Hello, mate. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Ben. What's your name?
Phil.
Hello, Phil. Nice to meet you. Now, Phil, I got into magic when I was in school.
Yep.
I'll be honest, Phil, I got into magic so that I could talk to girls. Not like in a creepy way. What happened, Phil, I was just a weird little geeky kid that was into card tricks. Right. And I realised I could use these card tricks as little icebreakers. Right. You know what I'm saying, Phil, right?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember the very first time I used magic to chat up a girl, Heather Protty. She was 14. I was 13. Player.
Yeah.
Thank you, Phil. We would get the bus to school, right? And at the bus stop, I would show her tricks. And eventually, Phil, I came up with a trick that was guaranteed to get me a kiss.
Right, okay.
Whoa, you misread the situation, Phil. But we are going to do a reenactment, right? I'm going to play 13-year-old me, you're going to play 14-year-old Heather. Is that all right?
That's okay.
But you can relax the arms, less negative body language. Lovely, good. All right, stand just this way. So I want you to imagine, Phil, we're at the bus stop, right? This is the bus stop, this is the road. Okay. Don't step into the road, you madman. Okay. Just stand just here, right? I need to get something out of my pocket, so just take a second. Just get your 14-year-old girl, just get yourself into character. Ready? Go. Right, okay. That's what we're working with. Good morning, Heather.
Oh, hiya.
Didn't expect that to come out. Good. I got a new trick. Do you want to see it?
Oh, yes, please.
Perfect. Right, it's dead simple. I got the deck of cards here. Grab one of them for me. Doesn't matter if I see it. Which one do you want? You want the six of... No? You want changing your mind? Gone for the Queen of Hearts. Very feminine card, but you are a 14-year-old girl after all. Queen of Hearts, so that we know it's yours, write your name or your initials or your landline. Nice and big across the other end will help, Phil. Yeah, tricky concept. Perfect, all right, and you've written PB?
Yeah.
Not exactly how you spell Heather, but we'll move on. So I'll take the Queen of Hearts with PB on there, and just so we know it's yours, in fact, tell you what, do me a favour. Yeah. Open your mouth. No, don't stick your tongue out, that's slightly odd. Open your mouth, nice to be quite wide like that, because I'm going to take your Queen of Hearts with your PB on it just there. I'm going to take it, I'm going to put a bend in it like so. I'm going to bend it one more time. Do me a favour, bite onto that for me. Grr. You're good, all right. Perfect. So she was stood there at the bus stop with the Queen of Hearts in her mouth. So to join her and make her feel a bit less awkward, I thought I'd do exactly the same with the 8 of diamonds. So I took the pen, wrote my initials, BH for Ben Hanlin. Nice and big across there. So you got the Queen of Hearts, Phil, / Heather. I'll take the 8, same deal. I'll put a bend in it, bend it one more time. Now Heather, / Phil, face me. Hold your hand out. What are you doing, mate? Stand still, stand still. All right, now Phil,
Yeah.
don't headbutt me, okay?
Oh.
Phil,
Hello.
you might want to close your eyes.
Okay, man.
Here comes the magic.
Okay.
Here comes the magic.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Hello. Oh.
Did you feel the magic? You've got a tight grip. I felt it. You see, Phil, your Queen of Hearts is now here. Check it out, take a look. Which means that my 8 is now there. Ladies and gentlemen, give Phil a massive round of applause. Thank you very much, Phil. That is fine. That was just like we rehearsed. That's it. Thank you. That's what I do.
Hello. Ben Hanlin, what about that? Ben, that was a very impressive turn. And I guess audience interaction, participation is a big part of what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, the show is different every night because we have different, except for that one, me and Phil do that every night.
I
If
know.
you come to my show, you will see him. It'll be in a different shirt, though.
Well, I've heard the civil partnership is just a matter of time. Which I'm just really pleased for both of you and well done.
Yeah.
Well, what an amazing festival you're having. Everyone's talking about your show. You're having a bit of a good year, and that's amazing because it's your first year.
Yeah, it's my first full year with the show Trickhead. It's been something on my agenda for ages to come here, and I'd planned it a couple of years ago, and other stuff kind of got in the way, and we put this year aside to go, right, let's do it. And yeah, it's really nice that people have been enjoying it.
We know the festival is dominated by stand-up, so how does magic and comedy sort of fit into that? And is it hard to sell, or is it easier to sell because it's different?
Yeah, I think when people are here, they do want to see a bit of variety. I think the slightly difficult thing is you're probably only going to see one magic show, probably, if even that. But apparently this year, it's like the best year they've ever had for magic. They've got 70 magic shows. Okay. Don't look them up or anything, just come to mind. But yeah, there's the bit, it's hard, I think, a little bit to get reviewers in because I think people are there's so much good comedy you need to review. Everything else kind of takes a back burner. But on the whole, what's been nice is, as you know, it's about people going out and talking about it. And if people come and see it,
Word of
enjoy it,
mouth.
and talk about it, then hopefully it'll be okay.
And, I mean, you've had an amazing sort of year or two. You played live at the Palladium.
Yep, did that, yeah.
Now, tell me about that experience, the pressure. It's the most iconic theatre in the world, in my opinion. It's played host to Frank Sinatra, Charlie Chaplin, Laurel and Hardy, I mean, OMG, and now you.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't give me a warm-up talk before you go on. Just think where you stood. Cheers for that, Mark. Yeah, I didn't think about that at the time. No, but the problem is, I think with magic...
Jesus Christ appeared there. You know, I mean, it was really...
Well, he is a superstar.
Boom. That's why you got to see the show, you see.
I love how there's like...
and this is lunchtime.
Yeah, wait till we get going. Right.
He hasn't even had his drugs yet.
So with that, it's quite tricky with a magic trick to get in and out, do the job in like 4 minutes.
Crazy. Was it 4 minutes?
Something like that.
That's insane.
So I decided to do a trick with the whole audience. So all 2,000 people had an envelope, and I made them all take stuff out the envelope and do the trick together. And the idea was that if they all played along, all 2,000 would be part of the trick.
Yeah.
And that was quite cool to get 2,000 people involved in a trick, which was fun.
Yeah, quite amazing. Well, it did go really well, and it must have been a bit of a game changer for you because it was a huge show.
Yeah, that was nice, and it obviously helped with things like this because people have seen that, and then they'll come and talk about it and go for Edinburgh. And yeah, it's just great to be able to, because obviously do a bit of the telly stuff, but to come and do magic live, because a lot of people think on telly that you're just using actors and stooges, and it's nice when you can see it and walk out and go, well, that was my friend that was picked, or whatever it is. Really.
Well, I do. I mean, I've got a straight stand-up hour, but I use actors and stooges.
Yeah.
There's just a guy called Malcolm playing me tonight, and I'll be drinking. But, you know, no, the thing about it is, I think it's obviously a brilliant thing. What's nice about you, too, is that you come from the Midlands. It's like a different angle. I love Birmingham.
Okay, cool.
England's second city.
Yeah, it is. It's
so
slowly
you're
getting overtaken by Manchester.
Proper Brummie?
Depends, really. I'm from Solihull. So if you know it, that's like the little bit of the posh area. But there's a bit in my show about being from Birmingham. Yeah. And I like being from Birmingham because we have a certain type of humour. We're quite a fun group of people.
Yes.
We don't take ourselves... You can't get away with being too serious in Birmingham. People always go, no, mate, just calm it down a bit. And that's quite nice.
Well, there's a great comedy heritage from Birmingham. And on the magic front... it's
magic from Birmingham as well.
Well, a lot of magic. But here's the thing. Of course, we lost... Paul Daniels this year, and he was a good example of somebody who really sort of earned his stripes performing live. We think of him as a television comedian, but he did what you are doing now, which is basically learning how to make people laugh first and then becoming a TV star.
Well, what he did is, and this whole generation actually, because with magic now, the first thing people want to do is get on YouTube, but with Daniels, he was up at the working men's clubs every week, all over the country for years and years. So back then, when you had to go live on a Saturday night on BBC One in front of 16 million people, he was like, well, this is just like all the working men's clubs. And he was just match fit.
And also having to command the attention of a lot of drunk people, like today's studio audience. Look at them.
Yeah. I mean, could you smell Phil when he was up here?
Well, it was quite amazing.
He was melting my face at one point.
Half of them are asleep.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but he took the ink off some of the card.
So it's awkward, isn't it? But listen, so therefore he was was he like a great magician as well?
Do you know what? Some people, obviously, he's passed away this year, but before that, people were kind of saying he was a little bit dated and that. But of his time, to be able to get there in front of 18 million people week after week and nail it, and then he presented TV shows, and he was great because he was likeable, cheeky chappy, and then he was able to do it live in front of a camera, and he was brilliant.
And actually, it hasn't been done. I mean, magic is loved by the British people, but it hasn't been done on TV in such a mainstream way since, really, has it?
No, I think what happened was TV evolved, and unfortunately, I think Daniel's style didn't as much, and it kind of got left behind. And then people like David Blaine said, "Well, you should go on with the T-shirt and jeans," and apparently younger people have copied that, and that's how I don't know, unbelievable, and that's how magic is supposed to be perceived now. But I think it is quite hard to put it back in the studio because I think TV people are worried that it might feel a bit dated. But it's probably going to be due a resurgence because street magic is probably reached its peak as well now.
Yeah, and are you in the magic circle?
I am. Yeah, can't tell you too much about it though, Mark.
No, well, that's exactly. Did you hear? You see, that's very clever. Look, I tell you what, you should be in the comedians circle too. Which that sounds rude, actually. That sounds like a euphemism.
It's the way you leaned in when you said it.
I've got news for you. It is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me where you're performing and when.
Trickhead is the name of the show. It's at the King Dome every night, 8:30 p.m.
There you go. If you can get a ticket, go see Ben Hanlin, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got Hairy Mary, we've still got Tom Ward, Phil Nicol, and Tamer Broadbent. Don't go anywhere.